Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this exciting call tonight, our pre-launch webinar for the exciting PennyPays opportunity. And this is going to be a very exciting call tonight, folks. We have something monumental we're introducing tonight, first of its kind, and all of you who are either watching this live or you're listening to it and watching it in the recorded format, you're going to be discovering something truly phenomenal. My name is Bill DeFalco. I'm from the Hudson Valley, New York area. It's about an hour north of New York City. I have 40 years experience in corporate America in the healthcare industry. I'm a retired engineer from General Electric's medical imaging division, and I have 40 years of experience in the network marketing industry as well, most of it part-time. However, in February of this year, 2016, I transitioned to working MLM full-time. And this past spring, I founded HAWN, H-A-W-N, the Health and Wealth Network, as an information portal where people can learn how to safeguard and protect their health and also learn how to build wealth in the MLM industry. Now, my health and wealth concepts are primarily connected to my main business opportunity, my main MLM company that I'm working with, but I've been looking for ways to expand my horizons and be able to connect with many, many more people. And folks, I'm sure those of you who are involved in any type of business could definitely relate to this, what I'm going to share with you right now. People who have experience in marketing will be well acquainted with these expressions. It takes money to make money, and advertising is the lifeblood of every business. Let me elaborate on each one of these concepts. It takes money to make money. It's commonly understood that you need money to start up a business. The amount of money needed could range from a little money to a lot of money, depending upon the type of business you're starting up. And though most network marketing programs require vastly less startup money than what more traditional businesses require, we still encounter many folks who are so financially stressed that they can't afford the $50 to $250 average startup cost for joining most MLM programs. Now, I'm sure most folks like me who are involved in promoting an MLM company would love to have a way for financially challenged people to get on board with us in an affordable, low-cost starter program where they can earn enough money to join our primary business. Well, ladies and gentlemen, PennyPays at $9.95 per month is the perfect starter program. Now, let's take a look at the other concept, okay? I'll get my computer to cooperate here. Okay, advertising is the lifeblood of every business. When it comes to promoting our primary business, I'm also sure that most folks like me are fed up with buying leads and wasting our money on autoresponders that send out emails, of which the vast majority of them wind up in spam. And the few emails that do make it into the recipient's inboxes are usually deleted and never read. What you will learn about tonight will open your eyes to the most powerful advertising concept ever created, PennyPays, where you can get paid to advertise on the world's largest social media site, Facebook. At this point, I'd like to bring a special guest on the call, Mike Dodd. Mike sits on the board of directors for the 10-year-old debt-free company, World Light, headquartered in Crown Point, Indiana, that developed this exciting new Facebook advertising program. World Light has appointed Mike Dodd as the marketing manager of the PennyPays project, and he's on the webinar with us tonight to provide us with an insight into the proprietary software of the PennyPays program, which is exclusive to World Light and PennyPays. So, Mike Dodd, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can, Mike. Thank you so much for taking the time, especially with your challenged sore throat you've been getting over the last couple of days. We appreciate you taking the time and the effort to be on the call. So, Mike, I'm going to turn the call over to you. And what do you have to share with us about this great PennyPays opportunity?
Well, it's all about the product, and I thank you, Bill, for the wonderful opportunity to hop onto your call and talk just a bit about the software. And I do want to apologize to everyone. I'm real under the weather, so I'm going to do the best I can here. And I'm just going to take 2 or 3 minutes and give it back to you. We basically accidentally invented this software, but it is phenomenal. It is, I think, going to be the software that changes this century. Why is that? because we live in a Facebook world. I mean, it really is. It's a Facebook world, and it's also a Twitter and a YouTube world, and we'll talk more about that later. We do have plans for those, but we'll talk about that down the road. Let's look at what we have with Facebook. We put together software that we call the Share and Earn program software, where you can purchase shares going out to other people's friends. You can pay us to pay other people, basically, to put your advertisement or your post onto their Facebook wall. So let me break down the components of the software so that you can sort of understand it. There are two sides to the software. There is the buying or the purchasing of shares, and then there is the publishing of the shares, or we call that the earn side. It's the Share and Earn software. Let's talk about the purchasing side of it. Whenever someone wants to go in and get their advertisement or their post or whatever it is sent to a lot of people on Facebook, we have the correct software to do that. Our software is very neat. It's very intricate. It even thinks, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. But first, let me preface this by saying that I have been in the advertising field. I worked for 9 years in a print advertising company, and I did get to know about 10,000, give or take, business merchants, business owners, and I can say that I do have a finger on the pulse of advertising, and 99% of businesses all around the world, and I'm not even including the millions of marketers that are out there, 99% of the brick-and-mortar businesses around the world would absolutely love a shot at what we have here. They would just love this type of advertising. So if you can tell them they can get their advertisement posted to 10,000 local Facebook pages for only $20, they would jump on it. They would jump on it. We sold advertising for $500 that didn't have near that effect. Now, the publishing side, the purchasing or the buying of shares. You just go in and you pick buy shares. Now, that is two parts on that side of it. You can buy the local shares, which we're pretty much developing that. As we grow, we're developing the local shares because, as you can imagine, we're getting into more and more towns as we go. There's also the web shares. So you can buy the local shares and you can buy the web shares. Whenever you go through and you pick, let's say you pick a local share, you have a local plumbing or a local service, and you want to get 10,000. You want to get enough people posting it that it reaches 10,000 Facebook walls. You just go in and you build your ad. Then you pick who. When you select a local share, our software will give you all of the people, or it'll pick up an array of people that are local, that are in the program, that have signed up, that are willing to share your advertisement. It will display them, their name, like Margaret McGillicuddy, Dexter Stewart, 280 friends, Margaret McGillicuddy, 540 friends, and so and so and so. And you'll go down the list and you just check the ones that you want this sent to. So what will happen is you build your ad, and then our software will send it to those people. They will have it's 48 hours to respond. And if they don't, it will pull it off of their wall and send it to someone else. It will pull it off of their back office and send it to someone else so that they have 48 hours. So, and our software will give penalty points. We'll talk about that in a minute. But it'll also remember who responded the quickest, and it will send them more shares and then more shares and then more shares. So these people are actually rewarded for responding fairly quickly whenever we send them the shares. So that's the publishing side, the purchasing or the buying side of the shares. And it's I know it may sound complex, but it's not really. You just go in and set up your advertisement, and if you pick web share, although you won't get a list, it's almost identical. Our computer will still send out to the people that responded the quickest, that may not have penalty points, and our software will give penalty points if they try to cheat. If they try to take it down off of their wall before the 72 hours that is required has expired, it will give them a penalty point. Or if they go in and change it from all to friends only or me only. You can change the settings on any of your posts. If they go in and change the settings, it'll give them a penalty point because we are integrated with Facebook. We're not only approved by Facebook, we're integrated with Facebook. So anywhere Facebook is, we can be now. So that is the purchasing side of the shares. Now, the publishing side, I've basically described it to you. If you want to earn by simply putting other people's posts on Facebook, on your Facebook wall, the only requirement is that you have 50 friends. You've got to have 50 friends. Some of the people that we have well over 1,000 friends. And so, I'll just say that we already have access to over 1 million Facebook walls. I'll say that. Now, whenever you are awarded a share, it will email it to you, and it will put it in your back office. And, again, you have 48 hours to respond to it. And if you don't, it'll take it out of your back office and put it in someone else's back office, and it'll send them an email. And our computer will remember who responded the fastest, and it will reward them with more shares. So you can earn money by sending out, all you do is go to your back office, you click on post, and it goes to your Facebook page because your PennyPays is tied right into your Facebook page. That is, if you've qualified. You do have to go through a little qualification process, and you have to requalify every 30 days simply because people move and people's statuses change, people gain friends, et cetera, et cetera. But it's fascinating software. And we think that this is really going to change the advertising world. And I've got to say that we're big in France and other parts of Europe already. And you people on this call, we think this is going to go so big that every one of you, there's room for every one of you to make a small fortune, if not a large fortune, in our growth. The company has already went out now and bought several different, let's say, household-friendly words as domains. And so they're planning on this going super big. So you guys, you're in at the right time. Bill, I'll turn it back over to you. My voice is getting worse as we go.
Mike, thank you so much for making it to the call. Folks, I want to emphasize this share and earn program is unique in the world, and it is exclusive to PennyPays. There is simply nothing else like this on the planet. And most importantly, those of you who are on the call listening to this live and those of you who will be watching the recording of this call, you're being invited to get on board at the very beginning of this exciting new concept that is poised for massive growth as it spreads virally throughout the entire world when the program goes live at the full launch sometime in mid-January. The possibilities for the PennyPays unique share and earn program are limited only by the scope of your imagination. Folks, this program is perfect for owners of virtually every business. Every business owner is going to want this low-cost, high-impact advertising on Facebook. This includes owners of online businesses as well as traditional brick-and-mortar stores. And I'm going to give you a really great example about that in just a moment. Just about everyone involved in promoting an MLM program will want this. A great fundraising program for religious organizations, churches, temples, etc. I'm going to take it to my own church, set up the model there, and then I'm going to take that to churches all over my area, all over the New York area. It's also a great fundraiser for nonprofits of all kinds, volunteer fire and ambulance departments, SPCA, and any of your other nonprofits you can think of. And in addition to low-cost, high-impact Facebook advertising, there are also 8 ways for you to earn money with PennyPays. Folks, stick with me as it gets more exciting as we go along. So Mike kind of covered everything, but I'm just going to go over it again in the print here so you can read it. This is an overview of the PennyPays ad share program and how it works. The PennyPays offers both free memberships and paid memberships at $9.95 per month. Both free members and paid members receive a personalized website with a back office that has, among the many functions, a page to create an ad with a picture and the portal for you to purchase your ad shares. Now, you can purchase either online ad shares, we call them web shares, for any business that conducts their business online, including regular businesses and virtually all MLM companies, or you could purchase local ad shares, as Mike described, for brick-and-mortar store businesses such as diners, pizzerias, hair salons, fitness clubs, hardware stores, and many others, where these businesses could actually get local targeted ads on Facebook users in their geographic area. This is absolutely tremendous. Now, the completed ad and the ad share purchase are then submitted into PennyPays from your back office, and upon receiving the ad and the purchased ad shares, the PennyPays system will then select members in the system and send out emails to the selected members with the ad and an offer to pay them for posting the ad on their Facebook wall. Now, of course, they get to review the ad, and as long as they have no problem posting this ad on their wall, they go ahead and when they post it on the wall, we're going to pay them. Now, this information also appears in their back office, just in case they didn't notice it when it came into their email. And as Mike mentioned, they do have 48 hours to respond to the offer, put that post up. So in order to qualify to get paid to post the ads on their wall, the member can either be a free or a paid member. They must have at least 50 friends on Facebook, and they must leave the ad on their wall for a minimum of 72 hours. That's 3 days. The system software monitors all of these functions, and upon meeting these requirements, the company will then pay the member who posted the ad by either Pazer, PayPal, or by mailing them a check. Now, let me give you one example of how PennyPays opens up exciting new opportunities in marketing. What you see here on your screen is a picture that I took of a placemat at a diner that I took my wife out to dinner at it was just a few weeks ago. I happened to see an ad there that caught my attention, and I took out my camera and I snapped a picture of it. Now, folks, I'm sure most of you have had this experience. You've gone out to a diner, you order your meal, and you're sitting there, chatting with whoever you're having dinner with, and you of course, you're going to be glancing at the placemat there, and it's got all these ads on it, okay? Well, just imagine you approach the owner of this diner, and you say, listen, let's get an ad that reads like this on your placemat here. And the ad says, get paid to post ads on your Facebook wall. Free to join, visit, and then there's the website. So let's say you're at Joe's Diner. So his website, his PennyPays website is pennypays.com/Joe Steiner. For more info and to learn how to maximize your earnings, call, and you put a number there. Now, that could either be Joe's number, but Joe might be too busy, preparing food and not have the time. So, if you're servicing these businesses, put your phone number there. I'll gladly put my number there. When they call me, if I get a call from any of these people, I'll ask them, okay, could you tell me the website in the ad where you saw this information? They say, yeah, pennypays.com/Joe Steiner. Well, now I know this is Joe's contact, and what I could do here for you is I could show you how to maximize your income. Yes, you could be a free member and you get paid to post on your Facebook wall, but I can also show you a way to make a lot more money as a paid member. And if they agree to that, and you'll see why they're going to agree to it in a few minutes, if they agree to that, well, then what I'm going to do is sign them up on behalf of Joe, and now Joe has got himself a personally referred member. And let me show you what that's going to turn into in just a few minutes here. So let me talk about the 8 ways to make money with the PennyPays Share and Earn Facebook advertising program. Number 1, you get paid to post ads. We also call that publish ads on your Facebook wall. This applies to both free and paid members who meet the following qualifications. They have a Facebook account with at least 50 friends. You have your PennyPays account back office connected with your Facebook account, and you agree to post the ad on your Facebook wall for a minimum of 72 hours with Friends View enabled. Now, you can put, public, that's even better, but it has to be at least so all your friends can view the ad. Now, all of these conditions, every one of these conditions are monitored by the PennyPays software, so no one can cheat the system. And for all new members, there is a 30-day waiting period after they join before you can become eligible to publish the ads. You see, the system wants to know that you're a reliable person, you're not a fly-by-night, that you're there, you're with us. So there's a 30-day waiting period, and after that, members who wish to continue publishing ads must renew their connection to Facebook every 30 days because, people move. Maybe they might have some friends that left them, or maybe they have more friends. You see, the amount of money you get paid is based upon the number of friends you have. If you have 50 friends, you'll get paid a certain amount of money to post the ad. But if you have 100, 200, 500 friends, you will get paid a lot more money, okay? So all of these factors come into play, and the software knows how many friends you have, and it'll calculate how much you can get paid to post those ads. Now, the second way you can make money, you earn 10% of the money paid to the free and paid members that you sponsor. So when you sign people up, whether they're free or paid members. And those people get invitations from the company to post ads on their wall, and they agree to those invitations and they post them up there, okay? Then what we're saying here is that you're going to earn 10% of what the company's paying them to post the ads on their wall. Now, the people who sponsored, there's a two-tier affiliate program here. So, for example, I sponsor my friend John, and John sponsors two people, and those two people place ads, and they get paid to place the ads. John earns 10% of those ads, and I earn 5% of those ads. There's a two-tier affiliate payout program there. Now, let's look at number 4. Earn sales commissions by selling ads at wholesale to owners of many types of businesses. There's actually 2 levels of wholesale pricing that I will show you in just a minute. You can also earn overrides on the sales commissions of the people you sponsor who sell the ads. So let me make another example here. My friend John, I sign him up, and John goes into town, and he's signing up businesses and setting them up with the advertising, okay? So he earns 10%. Let's say he's in a day's time, he sells $1,000 worth of advertising. Well, John's going to earn 10% of that. So he earns $100, and I earn 5% of that $1,000. I earn $50. I signed up John. I put him to work out there going around selling businesses advertising with this great program. He's earning 10% of all the sales that he sells, that he closes, and I'm earning 5% for giving John the opportunity to do that. Okay. Number 6, earn sales commissions by selling ads at retail to owners of many types of businesses, and I'll talk about that in a moment. And then you could earn up to $9,618 a month in our 2x14 force matrix without sponsoring anyone. Now, you do have to pay $9.95 a month. You have to be a paid member to be in that matrix. The matrix is only for paid members. And the 8th way to make money is you can earn a 100% match on the monthly matrix income of each and every person who you personally sponsor. That's pretty exciting, folks. This is a picture of the PennyPays 2x14 force matrix comp plan, but let me take a break from my screen right here, and let me bring up the PennyPays website. And here it is. This is PennyPays.com, and here you see these 2 people sitting there in the yellow chairs, and this is the main landing page. And if I scroll the page down a little bit here, folks, what I'm going to come to is the cost of the ad shares. Now, you can see if you're a paid member at $9.95 a month, your cost of buying ad shares are less than if you're a free member, okay? But in this case, we have the option. You go to a business, they can either buy the ad shares as a free member, or they can buy the ad shares as a paid member. Now, let's say you go to a pizzeria, and the owner of the pizzeria is not very computer literate, doesn't know how to go in his back office and do all these complicated things that most people are able to do. Well, you can retail the ads. You could mark up the ads, okay? So, for example, take the highest cost there. Let's look at $1 per 50 friends. Take that up 300%. That's $3, okay? You could take these prices up 300%, okay? Actually, at $1, it's 300%. That's quite a lot bigger than that, isn't it? That's about, anywhere between $10 to $100. You literally can name your own price here, because you're selling them at retail, and you're going to have to go and get, you're going to have to get some ad copy from the owner of the pizzeria, maybe take a couple of pictures of his business, and you're going to have to go and create the ad yourself. See, they're not creating the ad. Free members and paid members get their own website, and they have the ability to go in their back office, create their own ads. But if you're retailing ads, you name your price for the ad, whatever you want, because they're getting targeted Facebook advertising. You charge them whatever you want to charge, and then you're going to provide the service for them. You're going to log in your back office. You're going to put the location, the name of their business, the location, put a picture up there of their business, put the ad copy, and submit it. So there's how you retail the ads. Now, again, those who come in at $9.95 a month, and if I talk to a business owner who will have no problem going in his back office and setting up his own ads, I get him to come in as a paid member for 2 reasons. Number 1, he saves a lot of money on the cost of the ad shares, and let me show you the big number 2 reason. So if I come back up to the top of the PennyPays.com website, okay, that's the main page, and I come over here and I click on the word marketing, okay, we're going to go see a different page now. You see that gentleman there sitting on his back there on his bottom with his hands up in the air, all kind of excited. Well, let's see why he's so excited, and why this gentleman over here with his legs crossed is smiling. He's looking at his paycheck because he's in this great 2x14 forced matrix program, okay? Now, folks, when you take a look at this, initially it might look like a binary, but it's not a binary, you see, because there's no left and right match involved. And most importantly, if you see that dot there at the top, and you imagine that that's me at the top of this matrix that basically my dot is setting me up direct to the company. We've got a matrix here that's just in the early stages of forming. And folks, there are plenty of great positions still available here up at the top of my matrix. Everyone who comes in will start their own 2x14 within this matrix. But here's the important thing to keep in mind, you know, when you look at a matrix versus a binary, okay? You want to look at how are the people above you going to help benefit the growth of your business? How much spillover are you going to get into your business? Well, if this was a binary and this is me at the top, let's take a look at how many people this entire, let's say if I had a binary that was 14 levels deep, like this 2x14 matrix, it could hold 16,384 people. Now, if this was a binary, I can only put people on my left and right sides, or the outer legs of this entire matrix. That means I can only put a total of 14 people. If it's 14 legs deep, I could put 14 on one side, 14 on the other. I could put a total of 28 people. That's it. 28 people out of the possible 16,384 positions. All the other spots in the middle, that's for the people in the binary to fill up. And unfortunately, in most binaries, people never fill those spots up. And so there's a lot of holes and a lot of money left on the table. But now, because this is the 2x14 forced matrix, yeah, let's say I'm just a recruiting machine and I start sponsoring like crazy. My spillover falls down, it fills up my first level. Then when that's filled, it fills my second level, and so on and so forth. My spillover will evenly fill up the entire matrix over time, if I get enough people to come in, on board. But that's also true of all the people in the matrix. Their spillover benefits all of the people directly below them, not just a part of their business, but all of their positions in their business. And that's the power of this matrix, folks. Just imagine getting in now with us and joining a team that already has some really great people in position at the top of this team. And when we all, turn on the switch and switch into, a high gear, when this program goes viral and goes live in January, and you're involved early with us, folks, let me give you a worst case scenario. You took a position and something, God forbid, happened to you and you became disabled and you're not able to work for the next month, or I should say the next 12 months, the next year. And let's say this whole matrix fills up. That means you could be earning over $9,618 a month and you haven't sponsored anybody. Could you imagine that? Imagine if there was just a 10% fill in the matrix below you, folks. 10%, that's still over $900 a month and you haven't sponsored anybody. Well, let me now show you why not only you will want to sponsor people, but why the people in this matrix that you are involved with also want to sponsor a lot of people, because we have this fabulous get paid 100% matching pay on all of the people you personally refer. What this means is that for each person you sponsor, they start their own 2x14 matrix. That means their 14th level is already going to be outside of your matrix, but you're going to get 100% match on their monthly matrix earnings in their matrix. Folks, the possibilities here are absolutely staggering. That means if you just referred 2 people, okay, that means you can earn up to $9,600 a month. They can each earn $9,600 a month maximum. These are the maximum earnings potential, okay? And you're earning a match on their $9,600 times 2 plus yours. Add up all 3 of them. That means with just 2 referrals, you could be earning over $28,000 a month, folks. It's only 10% of everybody's matrix filled. That's still almost $3,000 a month, over $2,800 a month just for sponsoring 2 people. Now, if you move the page down here, you could see some more examples, okay, with 2 people, okay, with 3 referrals, potential earnings up to over $38,000 a month, okay, and it goes all the way. Let's look at sponsoring 10. Imagine putting in 10 people. You sponsored 10 people, and you're earning a 100% match on all of their monthly matrix income, each and every one of them. And in the ideal scenario where everything filled up, that's the potential to earn over $105,846 per month. Let's just look at 10% of that, folks. That's still over $10,000 a month because you sponsored 10 people into this matrix. Folks, isn't this the most exciting thing you have ever seen in your entire life? You'll want to get back to the person who invited you to this call tonight and get involved with this matrix as soon as you can, because this thing is just going to fill up and it's going to go through the roof and it's going to happen real fast. So let me go from the current slide here. This, again, is a complete screenshot. This shot here shows the entire 2x14 matrix, okay? And let me go back there. It's actually cutting off the level 14 there. But, again, the potential for you to earn over $9,600 a month without sponsoring anyone, okay? So you could see why you've been invited to this call and why you want to get on board with us right now in the early stages of what truly is going to be one of the most exciting programs ever to hit the worldwide internet and the largest global media, social media platform on the internet, Facebook. I want to thank every one of you for your time and interest in coming to the call. I put up a 3-minute sizzle call. You could dial into this call, get a great 3-minute overview. I will make the recording of this call available so that everyone can access it and get back to the person who invited you here to come on board to get it. They'll send you their referral link, and of course you're also welcome to email me if you have any questions or need any issues resolved, and I'll be glad to help you in any way I can. Folks, thank you again so much for coming to this call. It ran a bit longer than I wanted it to, but again, we got a great call tonight and a great tool as a recorded call for you to share with everyone. Have a great holiday, everyone, and let's make it a great and profitable Happy New Year. Good night, everybody.